Connor Barron Eunice was a huge dude. He was playing offensive line for us. Great guy. Off the field, but on the field, he was just had that that switch. He just flipped. And I remember the play. It was a zone play, regular zone play. And, pressing the LOS, trying to get through and scrape over the top. And he got his hands in my breastplate. And I'm talking about completely lifted up, pancake, power drive. I mean, when I got up, my jersey was messed up. Shoulder, you know how the jersey...
Jaquan Edwards, welcome to the OneDog Podcast.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. So, linebacker on the football team. What do we call you? Are you a super duper senior?
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Most of the players just call me Unc. Some of them call me Granddad. Just all kind of things. But yes, sir. Definitely super senior, man.
So you've been here a while. So how do we get to this super duper senior level? You had a red shirt year. You had a medical red shirt. We had COVID, so you got a free year. So we're working on, you said year 7.
Year 7.
You've graduated. You've already got a degree.
Yes, sir.
And what was that degree in?
So my undergrad was in psychology.
And now we've already got a whole grad degree
sir.
too.
Yes, sir. So we're working on sports management masters right now.
Jeez.
Yes, sir.
Like you have got the most education out of probably that whole football facility, combined.
I'm trying to get it, man. I'm trying to get it. As long as they willing to pay for it and let me stay around, I'm gonna go.
That's probably a smart move. It'll pay off in the long run.
Yes, sir.
So let's hear about this story of how you got to Wingate. Everyone's got the interesting stories. Where are you from? How'd you end up, sitting across the table from me?
Yes, sir. So I'm from Johnson, South Carolina, man. I always introduce myself and say that's the peach capital of the world, man. Small country town, man. So a lot of went to Strong Thurman High School, played football there. Actually played running back, and was recruited as a running back here. Got here, and then Coach Jordan kind of snatched me over to the defensive side of the ball. And so I found a home there, I would say. Mm-hmm. And, didn't look back, man. But I didn't have a lot of offers coming out of high school. A lot of people looked at my height and said, you were too small, too short, just not the prototype. Mm-hmm. And so when I found this home, I knew this was a place that I wanted to be and at a place that wanted me. And so that's where I wanted to be.
Yeah, no, I get that too. I mean, when I graduated high school, I was 6 foot, 185 pounds.
Yes, sir.
Had the second most catches in the state by a tight end.
Yes, sir.
So great.
I'm telling you.
But they're like, I don't need a 6 foot, 185 pound tight end.
Yes, sir.
But I grew,
yes,
so
sir.
I think you grew a little bit too.
Yes, sir.
You got a little bit bigger.
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
So how did that transition? I played tight end my whole life. I never played a snap of defense. I never played a different position. I was tight end from middle school through college.
Yes,
how is that getting scooped up for a running back, but switching in college? That's got to be hard.
I would say it was definitely from a attitude perspective. Like Coach Jordan brings a different Coach Jordan brings a different attitude to every position. Mm-hmm. So I think just the attitude shift was different. But I believe as a running back, I tried to impose my will on defenses. And, the footwork is very similar. Like right now, we read backs to guards and stuff like that. So I'm matching steps with the running back as it is. And so it's a lot of things that kind of go hand in hand.
It might have made it easier.
You know what I mean? It kind of go hand in hand. So I understand that, if we running a duo play, that this running back trying to press this A-gap and trying to get me to suck in the jump cut here or there. And so sometimes it aids me and sometimes it hurts me because I'm trying to jump out of a gap when I need to be here. So it's a double-edged sword, man.
Yeah, that's funny. You've been able to kind of see a lot of different coaches through here. You've seen a lot of different teams. This is a new year. Yes. We've got Coach Jordan as now the head coach. You got to play with Coach Reich for a lot of years. That's who I played with. Coach Jordan was my D coordinator. Okay. So you were there at the same time. How's it been transitioning into Coach Jordan as the head coach and moving away from the coordinator role?
Okay. So just seeing him now take on the role as viewing the whole team. So obviously as the D coordinator, he was focused solely on just the defense. And so he brought that dark side mentality, and it's boots on the ground, hard work with him, And so just seeing him now evolve into a man that has to be applicable to every position on the field. He got to learn how to talk to the quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. He got to learn how to talk to the kickers, the punters. He got to learn how to talk to everybody, and it's just not his style of coaching has to change. And so it's been fun to see him going through that process, and he's still growing, but he's doing a great job.
Yeah, I always like going in and visiting him, and every time I talk to him, it's always the same thing. He's like, I just want to coach football.
Yes, sir.
He's like, I got all this admin work.
Yes, sir.
No one told me about all
Yes,
this.
sir.
He's
Yes,
like,
sir.
I want to give that back to Coach Reich.
I'm telling you, he get the phone calls when we in meetings. He like, the problems of being a head coach. You know what I mean? So all of that stuff, man, it's fun to see him grow and go through it, man.
Yeah. So we're getting ready, as we're recording this, we batch record. I can't come up here every single day. So for right now, you're going into your first game of the season is in a couple days. How have you prepared differently, or is there a different preparation for you from, all these years you've been here? And what are you kind of looking at going into this is your final year?
Yes, sir.
You ain't going to be around anymore.
No, sir. This is it right here. This is it right here. But obviously, I'm not 18 anymore. I'm not 20. I'm not 23. You know what I mean? So, just the preparation and the treatment and the way I eat, the way I train, all of those things have changed. I'm a big weight room guy. Mm-hmm. I love to go in the weight room and just throw up weight. But now it's like, okay, all right, we got to do this in increments. We got to work our way up. I'm out there at pre-practice where I can just go up. Usually I could go out there and just get going. No, you out there doing band work. It's all of those little things you got to adapt to. And just far as like learning the nuances of the game, down and distance, formation recognition. So maybe if I did lose a step from a couple years ago, now I can put my body in this position so I can get a leg up on the offense in that sense. So it's a lot of things that I've been working through, trying to work through on my own, just to making sure that, I'm the player that I want to be, and the defense needs me to be.
Before we move on with the podcast, let's thank one more of our sponsors, Weber Marketing. Yes, that's my company. I am a sponsor of this podcast because I am producing this podcast. My company focuses on video production and also marketing strategy. So if you're looking to do podcasts just like this, monthly video marketing, or even some commercials for your business and you want to grow, look up webermarketing.com.
Yeah, so you've got all these degrees now. What is life after Wingate? What is life after football? Like, what are you trying to get to do? Where do you want your career to be?
Man, yes, sir. So long-term goal, I want to become a superintendent.
Really?
So, yes, sir.
That's not what you hear very often.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my mother's in education. I've been around education all my life. So for the past 2 years, I've been working at Wingate Elementary. And so my passion is just with helping people, serving kids. And so I would like to go and get my administration license and then move into a principal role. And then one day, like I said, long-term goal is to become that superintendent.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you don't hear that very often.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's it, man. I love them, man. I love them.
Yeah, that's great. When you got here, as a high school kid coming into college, what was that one moment when you were like, welcome to college football? It was
sure.
Different.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I can, it don't even take me long. Connor Barron Eunice was here. And Connor Barron Eunice was a huge, huge dude. He was playing offensive line for us. Great guy. Off the field, but on the field, he was just, if he had that flip, that switch, he just flipped. And I remember the play, it was a zone play, regular zone play. And, pressing the LOS, trying to get through and scrape over the top. And he got his hands in my breastplate. And I'm talking about completely lifted up, pancake, power drive. I mean, when I got up, my jersey was messed up. Shoulder, how the jersey come out the shoulder pad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People are like, hey, can I get that for you?
Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Grass everywhere. And I'm like, and he just, just as nice as he can be. Hey, man, come on. Come back next play. And I'm like, what?
You're like, no, I don't want to.
I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, that showed me a lot. Like, one, the red shirt year is valuable. A lot of people look at that red shirt and
did not redshirt. Okay. I wish I did.
Yes, sir.
Because I would have had 3 years of starting and playing knowing I was a young player too.
Yes,
so
sir.
My birthday was early. So I graduated here and still wasn't 21.
Oh, yes,
I did 3.5 years. So my birthday was in May. I would have been 21 at the very end, but I wasn't 21.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, man, if I would have had one more year knowing where my body went, I'm like, that would have been great.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you. And man, when he did that to me that day at practice, And I mean, I tell the story too. Coach Jordan told me, he was like, "Oh, you gonna be a career backup." And so from that point on, man, it was. I mean, I ain't letting that happen to me no more. Yeah. And so, like I said, just changing the body, taking advantage of the red shirt year and all that, just coming back a different person that next time around.
Yeah. What's your favorite stadium or team that we play against?
I don't even want to say their name. But
it's the same one.
That team.
Yeah.
That
walking up through that student section at halftime.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
My wife was like, "You like it there?" I was like, "Oh, I love it.
Love it.
Like down in the bowl,
yes,
having
sir.
them just cuss you out.
Yes,
like,
sir.
All right, cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, ain't nothing like it.
So when I played, they weren't very good.
Okay.
So you guys have played, and they're like, they're number 2, number 3, going to national champ. Like, they weren't good. We drug them every year.
Yes, sir.
So it's different when they're good too.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I look forward to it. That one give me goose pimples right there. You know what I mean? But yeah, that team there, I don't care for them too much.
Well, and are they still running the triple? Whatever?
No, sir. So they've been out of that for a couple of years now. Yes, sir. But like I said, man, it's just. It's just something about when you go up there and like you said, they fans support them, our fans support us, and it's just we trying to bring that oomph to them for sure.
Well, I'm looking forward to you guys from a defensive perspective because some of the guys I played with are now coaching over at Catawba.
Yes, sir.
And so, offensive coordinator at Catawba. You're at the wrong school, man.
Yes, sir.
Like, we need to shut them down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely.
And I love those guys. Softcheck's a great guy. I think T. Overman's over there as well, or he was recently. So, obviously we love him, but it's like,
yes,
hey,
sir.
You went to the wrong school, guys.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You changed up the colors. Hey, you on the other side.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. What are your checklists? You've checked a lot of boxes off here at Wingate. You've got a couple more checks on that list that you want to hit. What are some of those checklists for this year?
Definitely want to win conference. I mean, that's the first goal. I've been here a long time. I need some hardware to show for it. Win conference. Work our way to the playoffs. Succeed in the playoffs. Win a national championship.
Like hearing it.
Yes, sir. Win the national championship. Not go, not participate, win it. And just individual. I want to be another all-conference guy, all-region, all-American, and let the chips fall where they may. But I just want my teammates to know that I'm all in and that it's team, and what I get, I'm gonna be all right with. Because like you said, I didn't ran my race, but I need a couple more of them things, and I want those chips. That's what I want.
What are you doing to help the new guys come in? What kind of advice or, kind of that father figure, big brother figure?
Yes,
what are some of those things that you're doing to help those guys?
Oh, man. So, like, just as far as the linebacker room, I mean, anytime those guys have questions, they know that I'm an open book. I'm going to share techniques. I'm going to share scheme things. Whatever helps me, I'm going to share those things. And as far as a team, like, I try to showcase myself in a light that when they see me and I ask them to do some things, they can say, he's already done that. So there's no back and forth with it. When I ask you to do something, you know that I'm doing up and beyond of that. And so I just try to showcase just being in meetings on time, being early. Like I said, the work in the weight room, all of those things. And I just want them to follow suit. I like to lead by example. I'm not a big, rah-rah yell guy at people, but I just want those guys to know that, like, I'm doing the work. I expect you to do the work, Yeah. Yes, sir.
You mentioned weight room a couple of times. What's your best lift?
Oh, man. Best lift? Before the pec tab was probably my bench. I had got up around 410.
Oh,
yes, sir.
This is easy.
Yeah.
Something small.
Yeah, something small. Squat, we get up around 585, somewhere up in there.
Yeah. I never had those numbers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, that's my home there. That's my home, that weight room.
Awesome. Well, Jaquan, I'm really excited to see the season, see how everything goes, watch you on the field. I'll be back for the first game back for Delta State, and then I'm sure I'll be back at many more. But, good luck with the season. We wish everyone safety, stay safe and healthy, don't have any injuries. But yeah, we're really looking forward to seeing what happens with the football season.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.